Kramer and Maggie and Zach.
Yeah. And we are live. We are setting up rooms for the Boom Train Bosney game, and we are looking to start in the next few minutes. This is an unofficial game for today. I think these two teams have played each other at CCI while also then playing at HVI?
I don't know. I haven't watched a club game all year.
Okay. Brian, did you guys go to HVI?
Yeah. Wait, no.
You guys played them?
We beat them in the finals HVI.
You beat them in the finals HVI?
Yeah.
And then CCI as well, right? You played them at CCI?
We lost to CCI.
But you played them at CCI?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the only two tournaments you played them in?
I mean, that was a little tips.
It's good.
I need notes, bud.
I like that. Ryan did not.
They came to Northeast.
Yeah, so,
You played them at Northeast, CCI, and then HVI. Okay.
HVI was the only one we had a full squad.
So HVI is the only one they had a full squad in, and they beat them there, and then they lost CCI, and then they
Not that I know of. I don't know if we even have them. Julie, do we have They said we need a new one to replace that one. We don't have it.
It's fine.
We don't have one with us.
Everything's fine.
Because we'd have to get like the plastic one.
Are these not all plastic already?
Oh, the base. Yeah.
They fucked up the base?
I think it's like the coupling to the base.
Oh.
To be fair, though, I don't know if the public schedule for this is actually out, so I don't know that anyone would actually know to watch this.
Everybody's telling their friends and family. We got a lot of views for the Boom Train game.
That's because I posted the link.
Yeah. Post this one.
We're at live.
Just 2 people.
Need a butt.
Like another Riley. I'm like, someone shouted, I'm like, what?
Brandon.
That's like
Brandon.
So it looks like starters for Boom Train will be Ben Peachy, Emma Vasquez, Liam Zock, Nathan Digman with Ryan Sue and Marissa Weir as at their beaters. For Bosney, it looks like they'll have Brian McClanahan, Brian Mulcahy, Rachel Heald, Tyler Trudeau, and can't see who else.
Emily Hickmott.
Emily Hickmott. Where's
Julia Bear.
Where's Julia Bear?
Talking with Jarrett Knipple, the goal ref.
Oh, gotcha.
For those of you just joining, this is an unofficial game. Bosnia is extremely short rostered. They only have 9 players here today, so all of their games today will be unofficial. Really, I think with that in mind, Bosnia, I think, can take this game as a win. If it's closer, they're up at about 8 minutes. And everything after that, I don't think really matters to them. Am I doing play-by-play?
If you can.
We need more trained teams to use.
Thank you. Fix the other side.
We're off. Sue immediately pressuring Brian Mulcahy. Backs off as Hickmott gets in front of Mulcahy. Bear's going to come around the left side. Ball goes up top to Trudeau. Heel to the right side option. Hickmott cannot come down with the catch. Trudeau absolutely floats one over the head of Julia Bear. And that's no good for Bosney. Digman with speed up the pitch. Sue and Weir in front. Digman alternating speeds, finally stops.
Sue might have gotten away with a beat against an ineligible player.
Zach gets it to the streaking Peachy, but it's blocked by Bear. And these two teams trade stops to start this one off.
Yeah.
Slowly. Gets it to Bear. Bear's gonna be marked by Digman, who's wearing the green headband in the zone. Swaps off to Zach. Gets it back to Trudeau, right side, marked by Digman. Rips a shot. That's to the middle hoop. Vasquez was left to cover that hoop, and the height is not there. 1-0 Bosney.
Yeah, it also helps that. Oh, looks like it's a no budger look, no dodgeball look.
Digman with speed. Sue gets the kick beat on Hickmott. Digman goes right through Julia Bear to tie this one up at 1. Goal is good. Play has been stopped to retrieve that quad ball, which went well beyond the hard boundary.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great look-off just going into a previous possession. That was a great look-off for Tyler to look right, shoot left, and he's a lefty, which helps. And then the immediate kick play by Ryan Sue and Marissa Weir to get balls on the ground so that Digman can go score. And now Sue's immediately going in for a press.
So good dodgeball manipulation there. Mulcahy got it forward to Heels. Heels gets the ball out. Trudeau fighting for it, ends up with it. The hoop's wrapped around him. He gets it to Julia Bear.
Hey, Reach, good stuff.
And we're going to talk about this as there's a stoppage from head ref Liz Stone. Really impressive look there from Mulcahy and Heels. Mulcahy led Heels right down the pitch, right as Hickmott was able to pick up that third dodgeball and kind of get into the play. The beat did come in from Weir as Heels was trying to get the ball out towards Trudeau, but just the fact that they were really able to keep that play alive. They went to the corner where their dodgeball was going to be. It was a good heads-up play from Bosney.
Yeah, and just the sheer fact that they had 2 dodgeballs coming against them and they didn't have one. The sheer fact that they broke the press and now they're potentially in position to get the quad ball back. Oh, looks like
no call on the play, just a turnover to Boom Train. Digman off and running. Dodgeballs are on the ground. Pass to Zach. Zach, easy goal. Boom Train take their first lead of the game up 2-1.
So it looks like Boom Train has 3 distinct lines that they're going to try to cycle through. This line is played together in their first game against Monuments. And we'll have to see when they make that switch to the next one.
Fields has it up top. Sue beats her out. Trudeau has it, marked by Digman. Good spin from Trudeau. Gets the block, but loses the quad ball. Digman picks it up and sprints. McClanahan. Oh, Heald intercepts the pass to Peachy. Good stop there from Bosney. The pump break from McClanahan, all that's needed.
They have 1 speed.
These 2 teams have played each other 3 or 4 times now. The first 2 tournaments were at the Northeast Qualifier and then Crescent City Invitational. The last time they played was the only real time that Bosney has had a full roster, and they were able to get the win in that at Heroes versus Villains.
Trudeau floats it over the top. Mulcahy can't quite come down with it. And Digman, again with speed. Boom Train really showing speed in a way they did not against Monuments the first game of the day. So they pull up with Weir in front of Digman. The pass comes near side to Vasquez. Going to be marked by Bear. Zach the option behind. Sue is also behind with the dodgeball. Dillman beats out. No, misses the beat on Sue. But then gets back. Beats out Zach. That's a stop for Bosney. Mulcahy going to keep it slow as dodgeballs are flying.
Yeah, Boom Train beaters are having their way right now with the dodgeball. It looks like Boom Train has a potential press opportunity if they want it. Oh, no, they don't. They
take it as McClanahan is here with a dodgeball. They could have traded with him as Leanne Dillman was beat out behind the play. Chose not to. Pass goes far side, Mulcahy. Mulcahy cross-court pass to Heald. Heald now driving in. Runs right, shoots left, rims out. Trudeau first to the ball. Swim move over Zach. And I believe... Nope, the hand went into the air for out of bounds, not a call. This is going to be Boom Train ball. They get the stop. So, Naresh, as you were saying earlier, Boom Train is really running like 3 solid lines. This one is Digman, Zach, Vasquez, and Peachy. As Tad Walters checks into the game, his first appearance today did not appear against Monuments.
Don't know who Oh, that's Brenna Duncan, actually. That's Brenna Duncan.
And I don't believe Brenna Duncan played in the game against Monuments either.
I think Duncan went in for a hot minute. But I could be wrong. But they have control against this 1-3 set that Boom Train Bosney has.
And now to the right and scores right around Trudeau. I said it earlier. One of my favorite kinds of goals in dodgeball or in quad ball is you sprint right at one of those hoops and then score with just your arm going around the backside. A good way to beat defenders who are just parked in front of the hoop. So 3-1 here is the score in favor of Bosney. Trudeau directing traffic with Dillman in front. Mulcahy gets it, this time the near side corner. Walters closes out. Heald now has it up top. Mulcahy's beat out behind the play. Dillman beats out Zach. Heald tries to pass it to Trudeau. He cannot come away with it. That beat attempt from Walters misses. That's going to take him out of the play for quite some time. There's a wrestling match on the ground. Bear gets it, marked by Vasquez. Spins around, tries to get it to Rachel Heald. The pass did not have enough on it. Liam Zach intercepts.
Yeah, the only professional chef on the field was calling for pickles, so hopefully they were able to run it the way they wanted to.
Andrews now in. This is the next line for Boom Train, running them in a different order than the first game. Manzella, Gaiman, Johnson, and Andrews. The look now. The pass to Manzella is way off target, and that's going to be reset use for Boom Train.
Yeah, that's just an unforced error there. And with Bosney having control, they could potentially look to press and take that double reset and force the double reset.
Nathan, who's next?
We are.
Gaiman has it. Corner gets it to Johnson. Johnson is closed out by Dillman. He does get beat out by Dillman. Andrews now has it, being marked by Mulcahy. Drives in the screen from Manzella. The ball comes out. Mulcahy's not beat out. That was friendly fire. Mulcahy wraps up Andrews. Cannot quite get it over the line. Mulcahy goes for a trip after that. That's going to be a penalty on Mulcahy. Manzella now driving in. Gets it to Andrews. Andrews finishes with authority past Bear. There is going to be a yellow card for a trip on Brian Mulcahy, but with that goal being good, there will be no time served, as the score is now 4-1 in favor of Boom Train.
Riley, Alley, great cutting. That was awesome. We're in a great hustle.
Yeah, and going back to an earlier point, Boom Train also has not been full roster for a couple tournaments now. Matt Brown was not at HVI when that aforementioned game between full roster Bosney and quote-unquote against Boom Train happened. And so we haven't seen these two teams go up against each other, but every time they have, it's been a relatively close game. And it'll be interesting how, again, as you said, the first 8 minutes, we'll see how it looks with this line, because Boom Train, Bosney has not subbed yet, I don't think, chaser-wise.
They have not, and obviously Boom Train has been able to do that, but so far not good. If you thought you were going to be tied kind of through the early parts before you get real tired, being down 3 this early is not looking good for Bosney. Walters gets beat out. Hickmott gets beat out. Trudeau drives. Heald pulls up, gets wrapped hard by Andrews, tries to get the ball out to Littleton, finally does. Littleton moves right around Johnson and puts it past Gaiman. That's 4-2 in favor of Bosney in favor of Boom Train as Bosney cuts the lead to 2.
I love seeing Littleton on the field right now. His energy and his pure hustle that he brings is really needed for this Bosney team that is short rostered. And he could definitely be that energizer bunny that they need.
David Fox is now in as well.
Time 7:52.
For Bosney. Andrews comes up. We are at about that 8-minute mark now, so kind of looking 4-2. Not the best for Bosney, but certainly not a blowout. Far side, Manzella gets it back up top to Andrews. Johnson is the up top option. Gaiman's beat out. Fox is now beat out. Walters is beat out. Hickmott wants to press, is going after Johnson, not after Andrews. Hickmott gets the beat off, but Duncan gets the beat on Hickmott. So that is a reset used, but control lost for Bosney. Andrews now back over half. Going to be marked by Littleton, who's in the zone of the green headband. Johnson now has it. Walters and Duncan in front of him. Johnson passes left to Andrews. Andrews back to Johnson. Johnson hits Littleton in the face and is then off brim. I think he was beat. Littleton gets beat out. Good beat there from Duncan, and Walters is here to protect. Gaiman to Andrews. Boom Train now has their reset, as that was considered possession for Bosney briefly with David Littleton. Gaiman has it. Marked by Littleton, gets it over to Andrews. Fox now up to play point defense. Johnson has it far side, beat out by Dillman as Fields gets the stop. Fields is then beat out though by Duncan. Littleton gets beat by Walters as he tries to close out to Manzella. Andrews to Johnson. Hickmott's beat out. Trudeau's beat out. Johnson to Andrews. Andrews tries to get around Fox. I think there's going to be a call here
For some high
against
contact.
David Fox for high contact. Potentially not. I think Liz Stone wants to call it good. There was definitely contact above the neck. I think it was really unfortunate that Andrews took a step, his foot slipped in the mud, and what was about to be legal contact was very suddenly not, as he just fell, whereas Fox had set up for him to be at full height.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's also another thing where that exactly, I think that's exactly what Stone saw it as well as the HR. And so there's no call on the play.
Yeah, no call on the play. The contact, I think, over the neck was brief enough and incidental enough that Bosney is able to get their stop. And with a goal here, being down 4-1, they're now down 4-2. Going a little 2-0 run, they could feel a little bit better about themselves and get back within one goal.
Yeah, I mean, we've said
is 10 minutes.
we've said a lot about 8 minutes being the mark, but the fact that it's 4-2 at 10 minutes for this entire line having played most of this game, I'd say you'd have to take that if you're Bosney.
Heald now has it up top, floats the shot over the top, no good. And there's a call here from an AR, so we're going to whistle to talk about it. I think it was in the beater play. Hickmott went on Walters, tried to tackle. It's contact from behind. I thought Hickmott's feet had been set. Apparently not. So it's going to be contact from behind and a beater power play for Boom Train. So right as we were talking about Bosney potentially being able to get some momentum back, Boom Train, if they can take advantage here of a power play, could really put that momentum squarely in the other direction as Justin DeWick immediately subs in, immediately sprints up the field. So Johnson goes, Dillman misses the beat. Johnson gets right around. I'm not sure if you want to credit that one to Manzella or Johnson. Either way, it's a good goal and it's 5-2.
Hickmott is back in this game now. It looks like Trudeau has subbed for Bear, and Hickmott is subbing for McClanahan.
Dillman again misses the beat. The DeWick jump got it. Littleton, the pump fake, then finally gets it off to Heald. Going to be marked by Andrews and DeWick. Heald rips it to Fox, who just loses his broom. Dillman with a good beat and a catch is going to win control. Good catch from McClanahan. Then DeWick got beat out.
Yeah, that probably was a card.
I think the first time he was free as Johnson now comes down. He got his fist up in time, I thought, and Bosney did have both dodgeballs. Littleton loses his broom. Heald knocks down the pass to Manzella. Johnson, though, comes up with the loose ball with DeWick in front. So after all that mayhem, Bosney does have control, and Boom Train is now going to run this as a half court. Gaiman up top to Andrews. Andrews drives right through. Littleton got a hand on it, and that meant the ball bounced out to Heald. Heald now moving with some speed, trying to get around Manzella, is able to on the right side. Andrews picks her up. Pass comes to the middle. David Fox. David Fox through the contact from Gaiman, off the T-bar and in. 5-3, the lead is cut back down to 2.
Yeah, I think Manzella might have got lucky that they didn't get carded there, because you have to let that chaser catch the ball cleanly before and land and actually make a move before making contact. And it looked like they made contact slightly too early, and so they might have gotten away with the card there.
Liam Zach now slowly up the pitch.
Hey, 12 minutes at 50-30.
Back to the starters for this game as well. Boom Train only running 2 of their 3 lines so far in this one. Interesting choice. DeWick gets beat out here by McClanahan.
Both beaters are beat out. Bosney can press here if they want to.
Bosney can press. Mulcahy is covering Digman, gets it back up to Zach. McClanahan's going to be there. Throws it to open space. Digman is first to the ball. Good play there from Boom Train. Rips it across near side. Vasquez comes down with it. She's driving right side. McClanahan covering down. Peachy gets it up to the top. Liam Zach catches it. And Bosney loses their press opportunity.
The long pass game, and it's ultimately like I know.
Liam Zach goes right, pulls up.
But, like, it's,
Weir beat out. Again, a press could happen. Sue goes for a kick. It hits Mulcahy. He's not beat as he's in the zone.
You could pass it, Riley.
Zach, right side.
It's really just a cheaper play.
Vasquez has it. Far side corner. Sue is beat out. Weir is beat out. Another press opportunity here. The beat comes through on Peachy, but Digman is first to the ball. Dillman gets beat out, throws it real high. Fox is there, unable to come away with the catch. Doesn't matter, not football. That is going to be Bosney ball, although there's now a card.
I think they were just waiting for dodgeball to come back and play because dodgeball went into spectators.
13:34.
Yep, that is the correct call, Naresh. It was just because a dodgeball had left the pitch. So Mulcahy now has a chance to quarterback this half court. Bosney with control, Dillman and McClanahan, neither of them on the boom train half of the pitch. I think they're pretty gassed at this point. Fields gets it over to Fox. Calling for it back. Sue threw it. There's no dodgeballs on the ground. Fields by herself puts it through. She runs right, shoots left, 5-4.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to continue to go back at it. The fact that it's close to 13-ish minutes and the score is 5-4, this is exactly the game Bosney wants. And this is a great look for Bosney at this point, and probably not the game plan that Boom Train wants, considering, again, they've only gone into 2 of their lines, and they haven't really forced the issue and used the depth that they have.
I could not agree more. And except for some brief spurts, they've looked just as tired as Bosney, despite the fact that they have a full 21 here. Digman, I mean, very, very slowly here around the backside. Going to be marked by Mulcahy. Goes right, gets the pass off to Peachy. Peachy's beat. That's no good. The ball hits the ground. Mulcahy gets it. It's a stop. Bosney can tie it.
Oh,
here
they
with
have the
goal.
run if they want it. If Hickmott can close off the gap between it's
No
too late.
longer. Weir and Sue get control. Hickmott can't come away with the catch. McClanahan gets a good bounce, though. Sue wants to press. McClanahan gets the beat off. Sue didn't know what to do. And then McClanahan with a catch. Wins control. Forces a no dodgeball. Mulcahy drives in. Goes straight over Vasquez. Scores it. Ties it up. Huge, huge play there from both Hickmott and McClanahan.
Yeah, if
Bosney
I was Boom Train, I'd maybe strongly consider taking that timeout. Just reset. They have the depth. They have the talent. They just, in the last 5 minutes, have not looked as crisp as I know they want to.
15 minutes!
And Ryan Sue, if you are going to be aggressive, be aggressive. Don't run out and do nothing. Run out and throw back to your hoops, but don't run out and do nothing.
Yeah, and another thing, this goes back into what we were saying about DCQC. Right now, they are making passes, but they're not. It doesn't look like they're making progress, and especially going into that last possession, it looks like they're looking for that one pass, the one movement, because right now, Digman's the only one really moving on the quad ball end. Everyone else is standing in place.
Digman being marked by Mulcahy there behind. Vasquez is.
They have a press if they want it.
Hickmott presses, forces the pass to Peachy. Peachy immediately to Zach. The beat misses from distance. That's going to cost control. Zach tries to get through Mulcahy. He strips the ball, though. Peachy gets beat out. That kick was definitely after, but it's going to go uncalled. Zach dodges the beat and stuffs it home. We're going to discuss it. If it's a good goal, it is an unfortunate break for Bosney, as that beat definitely landed before the kick.
Yeah, what a phenomenal strip there by Mulcahy in the first place.
As defenders, here's what you should do. I just told Ryan Sue what not to do. If you are new to point defense or looking for pointers on point defense, as Mulcahy came out with both arms, they went in at shoulder level and came down. And that's what forced the dodgeball, or the quad ball out of the hands.
Yeah,
driving
and
player.
a quick update, the goal was called off because it was a beat before, and so the game is tied 5-5. This is a phenomenal performance so far for a short-rostered Bosney, and not a good look for Boom Train.
In a game where they were down 4-1, they were now on a 4-1 run of their own. Again, we keep mentioning how short-rostered Bosnia is. The fact that they've looked better for the last 5 or 10 minutes is so bad for Boom Train. And I'm really interested to see if we see this third line from them, just to get a new look, fresh legs, something.
Great pressure there, Zach, to completely wall off a passing option.
Weir closes out to Bear to force a press. Mulcahy gets it to Fox. Fox to Fields. Fields back to Fox. Fox is beat out, but gets the ball away. Vasquez picks it up.
Look at that suffocating defense there by Boom Train. More of that, I think, will force this Bosnia team to make more mistakes.
Digman rips the shot, rims in. A good shot there from Nathan Digman to maybe stop the bleeding a little bit. 6-5. He immediately subs for Nivash Jayram, and that is the start of this third line coming in for Boom Train. Tyler Trudeau, black headband on. He played a few minutes, really probably only 2 or 3 minutes in that in the DCQC game in the black headband.
What time is it?
17 minutes.
Trudeau beat out quickly. Sue can press now. Pass goes far side. Fox marked by Peachy. Gets through contact. Fox gets it to Bear. Bear, the pass goes over the top. Fox puts it home, tied up at 6.
What an unbelievable two-person game between Bear and Fox there. Just making the pass and then moving into space. And then Bear just finding Fox on the back door. Great job there. And now the score again is 6-6.
This is another thing with Boom Train, as Bosney calls their timeout. Boom Train has the numbers advantage. I think a lot of people think they probably have the strategic advantage, kind of being famous for the most well-prepared club team in the country. The same core as what I would argue is the most prepared MLQ team in the country. And yet Bosney on that play came out. Boom Train kind of tried to press. Half the people pressed, half didn't. And they got 4 passes off in what Boom Train should have been running as a marked defense for that press. And little mistakes like that is not something I'm used to seeing from the Chicago core, and something they really need to clean up if they want to make a run for the championship this year.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's 17 minutes and we're at 6-6, this is a ball game. This is very much a ball game. And I know that's definitely not something we were expecting coming into this. What has been your key here, Keegan, from what you've seen?
I think the key here, as we've kind of said in the earlier games, is Boom Train, the team who should theoretically be winning this game against very short-rostered Bosney, isn't doing what they're known to do very much. And when they are, they're destroying Bosney, but they're not doing it very much. And whether that's a mental thing, whether that is they haven't practiced much because it's been cold in Chicago, whether it's because they thought it would be a cakewalk against a 9-roster team, I have no idea. But it's just, they're not clicking, and it's really causing them issues.
I asked you the wrong question, my bad. I was going to say it's 17 minutes ago. How do you proceed? That was going to be my question.
So full subs here for Boom Train. Kennedy Murphy, Nivash Jayram, Noyes Ausra, and Kaylee Fugate are now in chasing. Channon Ung gonna take over for Ryan Sue.
Julio by the whole
Game
thing.
time? Game time?
And Harry Dill now in at beater for, I believe it was Weir. Channon Ung off with speed, Jayram behind.
Yeah, I mean, this actually might be the move that they want.
Beat there from Dillman. Pass goes over the top, gets knocked down, but then picked up. Alstra is able to score. Bear with the knockdown, but was not able to come away with the interception, which would have prevented that goal. For 7-6 Boom Train.
Yeah, I mean, going into what I was saying, for what we've said in terms of adjustments that Boom Train should make, they need speed on the field. They need aggression on the field, and Channon Ong gives that to them in spades. His speed can be game-breaking.
Mulcahy, far side ball handling. Dillman there in front of Trudeau. Mulcahy gets it deep to Healds. Healds marked by Austra. Bear up top to Mulcahy. Mulcahy immediately tries to get rid of it. Fugate, easy interception. Mulcahy been pressured by Ung. Austra off and running up the pitch. Mulcahy to beat. Gets around the corner. Gets put on the ground. Kennedy Murphy fights for it with Trudeau. Trudeau gets beat out. He's not wearing green. That's Mulcahy. I'm not sure what there's a whistle for. Boom was first to it.
It'll be Tyler Trudeau was beat out and he kept playing through it. So they'll probably just resetting to where Trudeau was beat.
Yep, that's all it is. Murphy to Alstra. Pump fake. Gets it off, rims out. Nivash Jayram, pump fake spin. Gets through. Trudeau gets the block. And a great defensive stand there from Tyler Trudeau.
And just that entire play happened because McClanahan was able to get the ball back to Dillman, and Dillman forced that ball out of, I I think it was Austra's hand to get it to J-Rom, and J-Rom, unfortunately, just a great block by Trudeau. Great players will just make great plays.
Tyler Trudeau, top of the play, top of the key. Healed, far side, marked by J-Rom. Healed gets it deep to Mulcahy. Mulcahy marked by Ostra. Right back up top to Trudeau. Really like to see Bosney attack the sides more. It seems that's the best way to get this Boom Train defense out of sorts, at least today. Trudeau driving left, gets it to Bear. Bear gets beat out by Ong as she gets it off to Mulcahy. Mulcahy over the top to Healed. Trade beats in the middle, both beat. Trudeau now gets knocked down by Ostra. I'm not sure if it was a shot or a pass. Ostra slows it up, gets it to J-Rom. J-Rom is moving up the pitch. Goes slow. Mulcahy going out there. Teammates yelling for a hit. J-Rom puts the spin on it.
8, 7,
Ong running 1.5 gets beat out, but now there's no dodgeballs in it for Bosney. Huget just drives all the way in, gets it to Murphy. This is now officially the last possession. Ostra keeps it slow at the top as Dill is now in with a dodgeball.
That was a great rotation by Heel to cover the space that Bear was getting screened off for. And that's what allowed that, that's what forced Boom Train to not be able to actually drive into that space.
Yeah, for a team that doesn't practice much, Bosnia's zone rotations are very, very good. Kenny Murphy now backing up. The screen comes from Fugate. Pass to Ostra, goes over the top. Fugate now picks it up. Bosnia still is able to get the stops, but Boom Train has to go. Stone warning for stalling. J-Rom goes in, gets it back to Murphy with Ong in front. Huge hit from Brian Mulcahy. Tyler Trudeau is beat out. J-Rom steps over. That is officially the first reset used.
Yeah, I would have wanted Ong to make that beat on Trudeau so that Murphy could rip the shot medium hoop. That just felt like people, they were not on the same page
the
there.
Timing's been off. Ong did make that beat, but not when the quad ball could do anything about it. Manzella now backing up. Ong beats out Bear. Dillman beats out Ong. That's going to cost control and still haven't gotten the stop. Manzella just throws it away. And after an extremely patient possession from Boom Train, Shannon Ong just got reckless. I think he didn't want to keep being patient, and it cost not only control but allowed Bosnia to get the stop. So Boom Train officially at 20 minutes is up 7-6. The set score will be 13, and I think the flag is going to mean a lot in this one. Colin Bourne is the flag runner. Not a strong suit. I think he's kind of what DCQC had to offer in the flag runner game. I know he does it a little bit in the App 5 conference against college seekers. So he does get looks, but usually not against folks that are as talented as these two teams both have.
I feel like that's the worst.
Oh, Keegan's at it, me. Keegan came over and said I need to check.
I would just ask for it. I mean, I can ask for it.
Kennedy yelled.
Hurtful.
You did it too fast.
I am a machine.
I am speed.
No, however, if they take a timeout, they do not have one. If Boom Train calls a timeout, however, if it's for the if it is for like general things, you have the 10-second window. Like if you are immediately correcting it, then you are not penalized.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, if they call a timeout, don't hold out there.
We got called up.
Yeah, you called it, but if they call it out, then
Thanks.
yeah.
That sounds good.
If
Cool.
the addition is there, then that's
All right, y'all, we're going to get underway shortly again soon. So this is the 20-minute stoppage. The score is currently Boom Train 7, Bosney 6. The set score is 13. Starting seekers are going to be Matt Melton and Emily Hickmott.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Can I also have one that has 2 caps? Because I don't want to stat. Oh, there we go. I don't want to stat it.
There's just a pile of brooms.
I've been
Making sure all the seekers are using safe brims with caps so that we don't ruin the flag runner's fingers. Play is in again. Right out of that 20 minutes, Bosnia got that great stop. David Littleton immediately subs in for Mulcahy as Trudeau walks this one slowly up the pitch. Dodgeballs are going to be in this flag runner game. Manzella playing point defense on Trudeau, who's content to keep it slow. Gets it far side. Bear calls for it back, doesn't get it. Littleton being worked on by Johnson. Gets it to Trudeau. Trudeau with the spin. Gets it to Heald. The ball hits the ground. There's a fight for it. Trudeau gets it. He's beat out by Ong. And there's a stoppage. It's going to be a back to hoops for Riley Andrews. Tyler Trudeau for contact from behind. Tyler Trudeau has it here, but Shannon Ong right in front with the dodgeball. Littleton and Bear had both been beat out. So Heald is here. Trudeau is now beat out. She was beat way before. That's going to be a turnover to Boom Train. Johnson now has it, streaking up the pitch. There's a pick, and Johnson doesn't use it. Littleton goes all over him, but Johnson fights through, scores past Heald.
No good.
I think they're saying it didn't go through the hoop. Good defense from Rachel Heald and
arm
David
went right
Littleton.
through the hoop.
Beat before. Littleton, left side. The pump fake, then does get it to Heald. Heald's right back over the top to Littleton, marked by Andrews. Back to Trudeau. He drops it, picks it up, fighting for it. The ball is out. Manzella falls on it and is able to get it to Andrews in the green headband in the keeper zone. Melton gets beat out in the flag runner game. Hickmott's going to have some time here against Colin Bourne. McClanahan in front. Leanne Dillman just missed a beat on Gaiman, which is going to throw the third dodgeball off the pitch for a while. Johnson gets beat out as he passes to Andrews. Andrews is covered by Littleton. David Littleton, a great arm grab on Riley Andrews, who went for the stiff arm. He trips over his own teammate Gaiman, and now there's just a pile up on the far side. Dillman's there to clean it up. That is a move we do not see enough in quad ball, as Melton gets a lot of time here against Bourne. When somebody goes for the stiff arm, you are allowed to grab their arm, and that's not a move we see enough.
McClanahan with a great catch, and they've gotten control back. Colin Bourne is still in this game. David Fox has just subbed in for Emily Hickmott, and is there. They're trying to get that look. McClanahan and Leanne Dillman have control here, and this no team has scored since 20 minutes. And Fox might have the catch.
There's been some whistle.
Can we get some authority behind that whistle, please?
Fox.
So Stone is now going to just put all the quad ball players where they need to be. I believe that was the snitch ref that blew the whistle.
So it looks like Fox might have the catch. I think the only concern is whether people are inbounds or out of bounds and where the catch actually was. But the story of this flag runner on pitch has been how well McClanahan and Dillman have played, and especially this entire game, how elite. Yeah, so the catch is no good. Fox was out of bounds, which was a concern about why the catch would be no good. But again, the fact that Dillman has practically played this entire game and most of nearly all of Cinch on pitch is absolutely phenomenal. So we'll see how things are set up for in the flag runner game, because Melton is on Broom right near Colin Bourne, but is right surrounded by the BosNY beaters.
Colin Bourne is also a flag runner where he's comfortable against people he's stronger than. And he might be stronger than David Fox, but he's certainly not big enough for that to matter, I don't think. And Bourne might get caught again quickly. As Trudeau is on the ground being absolutely wrestled, it's going to be an over-the-top foul to Riley Andrews.
That was an immediate hands up on the brooms up for, I think, Johnson making contact above the shoulder. So it looks like there's potentially a Boom Train I think it's card on the way.
The one I saw, I thought it was going to be Riley Andrews over the back.
It might,
but with Trudeau on the ground kind of bent over, any contact at that point it is really hard to keep legal.
I don't know how you went.
Yeah, no, keep yourself.
Brian, you haven't seen David play basketball? He's very in shape. That's right. We're going outside.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see a pickleball.
Yeah, this is my pickleball workout. Thank you.
Fuck Perry. Leanne, scoop Perry.
All right, so Liz Stone is now talking with Boom Train. I'm talking with both Andrews and Johnson. I mean,
yeah, so
they're both heading to the box.
I mean, I think that's the thing. The first one might have been Johnson, and the second one was Andrews jumping onto Yeah.
Until Bosney
You don't have
scores.
to apologize. I'm really
Second,
rude on the field. So
white
I'm sorry for
31
that.
illegal
I
hurdle,
like chatting,
yellow
but
card.
I'm 16
This is
and-
1 minute or until Bosney scored twice.
Sorry, I don't do that.
That is a good. That is a call I'm surprised we heard. I didn't see the hurdle. However, it is a call that's not called much in quad ball, and I don't like the rule. I think you should be able to hurdle people, but it's fun that it came up. So Trudeau beats out Gaiman. That's gonna spring Johnson from the box and tie this game up at 7. Again, we are playing to 13.
And Fox has one-on-one time with Colin.
I'm doing my best.
Notice
now
Ostra's
as
back
well.
in. Ostra's beat out.
Digman, near side.
Oh, it looks like Fox has the tail in hand. Yes. This actually might be a good catch. It depends on where the flag runner was as they were stepping backwards. This new rule in USQ this season is that a flag runner, I think, even if the flag runner is like stepping out of bounds, as long as there we go.
Bosney. Yeah. So the catch is good for Bosney. That gives them a huge lead, putting them up 10-5 or 10-7. They need 3 goals now to win. To Boom Train needing 6. And again, Boom Train has not scored once since that 20-minute mark.
For who?
So score, yeah.
31. 31 Boom Train. Off the upper rim, but you're going in at whistle.
Hey, so for
Okay. Okay, but for subbing purposes and gender, as long as okay, perfect. That's right now. Yep.
Riley can tag back in and
I do it.
Riley Stebbins.
looks like there's some confusion about subbing and
So it's just about gender rule now that there's no more seekers out there. So it's just because the catch springs Riley Andrews from the box. So as soon as play is whistled live, he'll be a live player, taps in, immediately goes to sub. No issues with gender rule. So Digman here with the ball. Goes right around Trudeau, gets beat out by Hickmott. Trudeau falls on it. Huge stop there from Bosney, who only need 3. Again, Boom Train needs 6. And that feels like a wasted possession. Littleton is looking to cherry pick deep into Boom Train's zone. Hickmott and Dillman with dodgeballs. Dillman not even going to the Boom Train half. Doesn't want to let up any fast breaks or potentially conserving energy at this point in the game for the short-rostered Bosney. Trudeau rips cross court to Bear to Littleton, right back up to Trudeau. Littleton's beat out. DeWitt cannot make the catch. Hickmott is able to force a no dodgeballs, but then immediately is run over by Tyler Trudeau. Super unfortunate there as now Digman runs the other way. One man to beat and David Littleton. Littleton forces a throw out as Dillman gets back and then Heald intercepts. David Littleton and Leanne Dillman together really save a goal there.
That was an unbelievable play by the Bosney players there.
Trudeau now slowly moving up the pitch, and still Boom Train has not scored since that 20-minute mark. Emily Hickmott is okay after that collision with Trudeau. Mulcahy cannot hit the shot. Leanne Dillman protects it for Trudeau to pick up against Zoc. Trudeau slowly up the pitch, Heald near side option. Goes corner to Bear to Mulcahy. Mulcahy rips it over to Heald to Trudeau marked by Zoc. Screen from Heald. Dillman can't come away with the catch. Trudeau gets the block, gets it over to Heald. She tries to bounce it to herself, but JJ's there to intercept. Johnson goes left, goes straight through Bear, and Josh Johnson, the solo effort, makes it 10-8. And Boom Train scores their first goal since 20 minutes.
Probably a little off, but like around, I'd say like.
So it looks like this goes into a potential call of whether the Boom Train beater, Justin DeWick, threw it at an eligible chaser versus throwing it at a Essentially, whether they threw it at an eligible chaser. Or player.
We are also, I want to point out, about 26 and a half minutes. I know that at 20, we didn't stop play. That play did probably go on for a minute or a minute and a half. But even if this goal is good, it took Boom Train 5 game minutes to score after that 20-minute mark. And if it's no good, that's clock is going to keep ticking.
Yeah, and the more stoppages at this point probably better served for BosNY, considering they can get free time just to recuperate. Score is still 10-8, 3 goals to win for BosNY and 5 for Boom Train. And this stoppage continues to go on.
Really, the stoppage favors BosNY. I mean, they're catching their breath. I don't think any of them have gone to run over to water. They certainly could have if they wanted to, although it's certainly not, I wouldn't say it's hot out. It is an early spring day here in DC, but the sun is shining bright down. I think it's a little bit over 70 degrees, and I think for a lot of these players, it's going to be the first time they've been playing in the sun, in the heat this year, just with the weather we've had in the Northeast so far.
So it looks like DeWick is going to get a blue card, and Brian McClanahan's talking to the ref might have gotten that card off. But so it looks like there is going to be a beater power play for BosNY. But the bigger question is whether that last goal should count or not because of the beater foul.
There's no call on the play.
There is no call on the play.
I think the head ref was told there was a foul and said, okay, there's a foul, and then was told what the foul is and was able to say that's not a foul.
Understood. Goal is good.
Goal is good, so that is 10-8. And again, Boom Train does score their first goal after the 20-minute mark. It took them about 5 game time minutes to do so. Both teams have been warned now to not make ref calls.
It looks like Boom Train's getting ready to potentially press.
Mulcahy slowly up the pitch. Dillman. DeWick is, I don't know if he's called clear or beat. I'm not sure if he got a block off. I think different people said different things. They are going to say DeWick was beat, so it's going to be control, but it doesn't matter at this point. It got the stop.
Oh, great catch there by
Andrews is
Dillman.
off and running. Andrews gets it over to Peachy. Zock, far side. Dillman gets beat out. DeWick is going to win control here for Boom Train. Andrews now has it near side. Fox gets beat out. Andrews takes that space. Passes up top to Vasquez. Over her head. That's going to be a reset use. Trudeau closes out on Vasquez. The pass comes out to Andrews. Gets around the corner on Mulcahy, who's beat out. Oh, Rachel Heald knocks the pass to Peachy out of the sky. David Fox comes down with it. That's a good stop there for BosNY.
Yeah, I mean, the size at hoops that BosNY can throw out there is unreal. Great play there by Heald to knock it out of the air.
When Tyler Trudeau closes out and you say, oh no, who's going to be covering middle hoop now? And he was like the 3rd tallest guy on the field. That's pretty impressive size for BosNY. Heald has it up top.
Sure. We both have
Flanahan in
things to
front.
do, though, so.
Trudeau far side.
Take advantage, beaters!
To Heald. Heald is beat out. The shot's no good. A hand from Vasquez, I think, knocked it out of the way. Peachy now wanted to run, but Riley Andrews says, no, let's slow it up. We're taking a sub as DeWick is going to protect quad ball up top for Boom Train. Peachy to Andrews. Peachy going behind. Vasquez near side option. Zock far side option.
I don't know what you want me to do during the middle of the game unless you want to stop the game.
The beat on Trudeau forces a drive. Mulcahy, though, was able to bring it down. Zock gets it over to Peachy. Peachy scores through the hands of both Fox and Trudeau to get the goal. 10-9. Boom Train says, don't count us out yet.
It's a solid 2-0 run since the catches happened. And so it's 10-9, 4 for Boom Train, 3 for BosNY.
Melby and Sue now the beating pair for Boom Train with control. Trudeau, far side ball handling. Picks up the pick from Mulcahy, but Zock is able to make the hit anyway. Mulcahy gets the ball out over the head of Rachel Heald. And we could go on a 3-0 run here for Boom Train pretty quickly. Peachy now sprinting in. Dodgeballs all over the place. Melby throws one back. The screen comes through. Heald did not cover the hoop. I'm not sure.
I think there was.
I think she was between the small hoop and the large hoop. But as he was driving left, that left-hand hoop was wide open.
Oh, sorry.
Peachy's up. And
Quick if you want, like.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, you're good.
so Johnson's now going to be in for Peachy.
Good time.
I can try and see.
I'm in 130 or something.
13.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try and find him and ask.
Both benches confirming the score is tied up at 10 and that the set score is 13.
I'll walk around like I'm like.
So everybody should know the situation here. We're playing first to 3.
You caught everything and you 2v1 for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think potentially an adjustment that BosNY might want to think about is working it to the backside, because that's worked for them. That's where a lot of their offenses have looked good, where they were able to get people to commit to the backside and get the ball off back up top. And it looks...
Let him. So it's going to be a reckless play call on Tyler Trudeau, and because it happened after the goal went through, there is going to be penalty time served. I believe this will also mean...
It should be a quad ball turnover, I think. A yellow
I
card.
was going to say it should be, but Brian Mulcahy does have the quad ball as the keeper for BosNY here.
Let's go.
Dead. Okay, so because it was a dead ball, it's still gonna be BosNY to start with it, and they're able to try to kill here. Of course, this is a tied game, playing first to 3.
Yeah. And Keegan, this is why we're not refs. I would not have known that.
I mean, I don't know the rules, and I pretend that I do. Mulcahy marked by Vasquez. Good wrap from Vasquez as she loses her broom. Mulcahy, real slow, pump fake from Sue. Zoc kind of shading on Fox. Mulcahy drives, shoots, no good. Gets it way behind, though, and it's going to force an inbounds from Josh Johnson. Johnson sprinting up, no dodgeballs.
They got nothing. We got 5 seconds.
Mulcahy was clear. He was in his zone. Gets the spin, though, does Johnson. That rims out. Riley Andrews, first to ball, picks it up, puts it home. And Boom Train have their first lead since BosNY caught to be up 11 to 10.
No, it's right here. It's right here. Blue. Good talk. Let's go.
BosNY has already used their timeout. They cannot use a timeout here to calm things down and get momentum back in their side. And Boom Train has really shown good
Composure.
to really bring this one back after being down late in this game. Rachel Heald has it at the top. Mulcahy, the beat misses from Sue, and Mulcahy, easy as you like, puts it home. 11 all, we're playing to 2.
Well, a 13.
First to 2. Great screen there by Zoc.
Left side puts it home. That's 12-11 Boom Train. They win on a goal. Peters playing here.
It's no bludgeons if they have it.
No dodgeball.
Trudeau's taking off.
Trudeau's taking off. He has the whole team to beat, though. Goes right through Andrews, and the help defense. Fox picks it up. The spin. Heald. That's a good goal for BosNY. And that's why you run the fast break as a team.
That was so good.
So the goal is good. It's next goal wins. It's golden goal for both teams. BosNY has control, and the third dodgeball is on their side of the field. So if they want to press this, they have it.
I can't fix that. Okay.
Again, the score is 12-12. Set score 13. BosNY has control, and the third dodgeball is on their side of the field.
And they are going to be able to manipulate this by not picking it up.
No, and on the score sheet, it's correct. Take 5. Take the check. It's 5 points.
So as we whistle in here, Riley Andrews is going to be off broom just to make sure that when he picks up the quad ball, it is in his zone. McClanahan, Zach probably should have eaten that beat, but chooses not to. Sue's able to pick it up as some fans stopped it. Andrews now running up. It's next goal wins either side. Johnson has it near side now. Back up to Andrews at the top. Melby gets the dodgeball out. McClanahan cannot catch. Control now to Boom Train. Andrews goes left kick. It's around Mulcahy. Sue gets catch and then beats Trudeau. That's going to be a penalty. Johnson though fights through Mulcahy. Fights past Heald. And Josh Johnson, the newcomer to this Boom Train team, puts the team on his back in the final minutes as they pull off the win 130 to 125.
Yeah, a great game. Absolutely phenomenal performance by this nine-person BosNY team. But I think the story of this game is Boom Train. I know they clutched it out at the end, and this is definitely an emotional win and a great win for vibes. But they thoroughly were outplayed by a 9-person team for a solid amount of this game.
BosNY comes out of this game happy, and Boom Train does not.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And yeah, like the win at the end of the day is great, and it's definitely good to get the W on the board. But BosNY should be ecstatic. The fact that they were able to take a full roster Boom Train, and granted, Matt Brown was not here today, but the fact that they were able to push Boom Train to the brink is very, very impressive by this team. But yeah, I mean, with that, final score was 130-125. We'll be back.
I believe the next game is going to be Boom Train versus DCQC. We are going to end this stream, and we'll post a new stream for that game when we go live.